Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game. So be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
On the campus of Jay County High School in Portland, Indiana, welcome to another production of Norwell Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, where tonight the 11-9 Norwell Knights take on the 12-8 Jay County Patriots. Good evening, friends. This is Derek Decker alongside Greg Van Meter here from Jay County, where it seats 4,470. And we are expecting a fantastic basketball game this evening. We are getting on just a little bit late, so our pregame show will be a bit briefing. But we do know that this Jay County team is very solid. Coach McBride said they're very similar to Huntington North, and looking at their scoring average, I would say that's probably an accurate assessment.
Yeah, I don't know that they're quite as long as Huntington North. Huntington North with a team of very similar basketball players, all in that 6'3", 6'5" range. Jay County, I don't think quite with the height and the length. But we do know Jay County always a formidable opponent. This particular facility, always tough for Norwell to win. I don't know when the last time Norwell won a basketball game down here.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but Sagarin picks them 50-49 tonight in the computer prediction. So we do expect a very good one. Still battling a little bit of a cold, so if you hear me cough, don't be alarmed. But Norwell is not on a very good stretch right now. 4 in a row they've dropped. However, we knew this kind of thing probably was going to happen with the difficulty of schedule that was coming up at the end of their season. They've still got a good Woodland team, followed by an always tough Concordia team, and then a really good Homestead team before sectional play. And, of course, the sectional draw comes out this Sunday evening. Right,
and Coach McBride likes playing a tougher schedule. We've mentioned that. He's mentioned that on our air. But as a team, you'd like to get at least a W or two over the next 3 games, I guess, 4 including tonight. And this is going to be a tough one to get. Now, it should have been a bit of a confidence boost on Tuesday night at Lures on the road against a very good squad. Now, I will say this, though. I don't think we saw everything Lures has on Tuesday night. Obviously, J.J. Foster did not play much at all. And I think this game tonight is going to be a good test for the Knights just to see where they stand.
Yeah, absolutely. But I really think they're trending in the right direction. They played really well against Huntington. They were just better. So I was really impressed by their play there. They were really patient, slowed the basketball down, was efficient enough to be right in that basketball game. Actually took a halftime lead into the locker room.
Right.
And then at Lures, I think part of the plan there could have been J.J. Foster doesn't want to show everything he's got before sectional.
Right.
And a lot of times coaches will do that. And especially this being so close to the sectional, Norwell could play him again as Lures will come in to sectional 23 as the favorite.
Right. And right now, Derek, it feels like baseball sectional weather out there. Over 60 degrees in Indianapolis today. Just a beautiful day. It's supposed to be a gorgeous weekend. And it feels like postseason play already in high school basketball here in Indiana.
And I tell you what, it's cooking up here a little bit.
It is.
But we are in a very good corner, nice elevation, and actually a pretty good angle here at Jay County. It's a little far away, but we will be able to treat that to you. We missed just a part of this near corner here, and other than that, we should be able to give you a nice wide shot this evening. But as we close down the last couple weeks of the season, I think the guy that's really going to stand out was Will Geiger, considering a lot of people expected him to contribute, but I don't think at the level that he has so far this year.
Yeah, and Coach Dugan, who supplied us with some stats for tonight, I was looking at those. Will's got a really good chance of setting the freshman scoring record for the Knights. I'm not sure how many points that was. I know it was between 200 and 300, and of course I know who it was in Darren Archbold back in, let's see.
Would have been 70,
85.
80,
85.
Yeah.
Yep, when Darren was a freshman, that 84-85 season. And, of course, Darren's son, we'll see him a week from tonight at the Castle as he's, I believe, a starter for the Homestead squad. Doesn't score much, but plays great defense. His game is football. He's kind of the Zach Terrell right now of Homestead. We look forward to seeing him. But Will's got, I believe, a very realistic shot with currently 214 points coming into this game. He's had a couple big games. Had a big game at Lures the other night with 21. Had a huge game at New Haven several weeks ago with 31. The big thing the Knights have to find is another scorer. Cole Wilson had a tough night at Lures, and who had been scoring well for the Knights, averaging just under 12 points a game. They need him to score. Then they need to find one more just to get in that right around 10 a game level to really be a threat against better teams.
Yeah, and we've talked about the last several games in a row. You just can't have three guys score and be good.
Right.
You know, you take one of those guys out, and that's all a team has to do, and they're probably going to win that basketball game. And even if you don't get another guy close to double digits, you get a couple guys at 6 or 8 points, right. You got to have multiple threats, so you force teams to beat you all the way around, and that's something that Norwell's struggling with right now, and they really have done it all year long.
Yeah, and I think the two guys that stand out to me that could really make a positive impact for this team, Riley Stauffer and Luke Zettis. If they can knock down some threes, maybe if it's only 2 a game between them, knock down 4 or 5 threes between the two of them, that's 12, 15 points you're not getting right now. I think that could really make a difference for this squad.
Well, the beginning to that is you got to start shooting the basketball because Riley Stauffer has taken several games without a shot here. Luke Zettis probably on average puts up 1 or 2 3 a night, and on a good night he'll make 1 or 2 of them, but it's just not enough shooting. And I understand that part of that's the offense and the way that's set up, being built around Cody and Will. But at some point, you got to have somebody else start to contribute. As we went right into the national anthem, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, they just segued right from the music they were playing into the national anthem, which is great. They did a great job. There's still about 1:10 on the clock before we get to the starting lineups. We will not be taking a commercial break prior to that. Decent crowd here tonight, Derek. Not maybe as big as what the parking lot would make you think.
Yeah.
Because I'm parked out in the boondocks, having arrived late. But a decent representation here from the Norwell crowd tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Jay County always supports their basketball team well, so you expect that. There's really a lot of seating options here at Jay County. You've got the 2 on the baseline underneath the basket, kind of, along with 2 massive sidelines. I mentioned earlier it seats just under 4,500, so slightly bigger than Norwell's gym, with the additions coming underneath the baskets.
Yep, and those additions remind me a lot of the way they built the Carroll facility. Right now, we will let you hear the starting lineups from the local public address announcer.
Now your starting lineups first for the visiting Norwell Knights. Number 10, Cody Shively. Number 15, Riley Stopper. Number 20, Cole Wilson. Number 25, Will Geiger. And number 40, Brandon Nicholson. The Knights are coached by Mike McBride. Jay County Baseball Rangers on your feet.
Once again, those starters for the visitors on the scoreboard. Your Norwell Knights, it's Cody Shively, Riley Stoffer, Cole Wilson, Will Geiger, and Brandon Nicholson for head coach Mike McBride. Coach McBride, 11-9 in his first year here at Norwell, 130 wins versus 155 losses in his career. For the home team on the scoreboard, Jay County, it's Cole Stiglman, Holton Hill, Jason Schlosser, Ryan Schlechte, and Jay Hauk for head coach Chris Craig. In his second year at Jay County, he's got a record of 29-15. We are set to go here in just outside, actually, of Portland, Indiana. Typically an hour-and-a-half drive from the north side of Indianapolis. It was a 2-hour and 15-minute drive this evening. As it's tapped out of bounds, they're going to say it's Jay County basketball, as the officials don't particularly agree on that interpretation, but they are going to rule it's Jay County ball to start the game. Norwell will be in a man-to-man to start this one. Keying it in with a difficult pass was Holton Hill, bringing it up Cole Stiglman. And as Stiglman gets free right off the bat to start things, and Stiglman puts Jay County on board early in their first possession. They tend to really value their possessions, kind of a cross between a team like Heritage and Huntington North, very patient. Will Geiger goes baseline and gets it up and in. Nice move by Geiger there to get around Jay Hauk, and the Knights tie it up. Putting a little pressure on here early. Jay County didn't have too much trouble getting it into the front court. Stiglman on the wing now to Schlechte. Schlechte on the drive. Underneath again to Stiglman, and Cole can't get it to go. That was Nicholson with the rebound for the Knights. Shively the other way. Jay County, you're going to see them play man-to-man most of the time. They played a lot of man-to-man under Coach Teagle previously, prior to Krieg coming in. They really play good man-to-man defense on the ball. Tend to close out well on shooters. So Norwell's going to have to really take care of the basketball this evening as Geiger steps on the line. That'll be the Knights' first turnover. Shively was trying to get it underneath to him and just couldn't find the right angle. Jay County quickly into the front court. They got a 3-on-2 and going to the hole and scoring. Jay Hauk Good aggressive move. Jay County back up by 2. That's Wilson with his first touch on the right wing. Norwell really bringing their offense out. And foul's going to be called on the Knights.
No, it's not a foul. It's a violation of some sort. He just
5-second count? Well,
Wait.
yeah, I think it might have been
Okay,
a 5-second
been.
count. That's quick. That's one of the reasons it's very difficult to win down here at Jay County. The crews they get are very friendly to the locals. That's Stiglman up top. And he gets it back. And a good move inside. Again, can't get it to go from point-blank range, but able to pull down his own rebound. And the Patriots will reset.
Now, that's something that Norwell did very well in the second half at Bishop Luers. Kind of kept him in that basketball game for a really long time, so we're going to have to do that again tonight.
The 3 ball, not good as it went all around the rim from Hauk. Hauk stepping out to take that shot.
Another interesting thing to note, Norwell has not gotten to 50 points in any of their last 5 games, and it'd be surprising if that happens tonight with the way this game's going to be played.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Derek, the prediction by Sagarin, 50-49. I would take the under on that. As the foul was called on Ryan Schlechte, it'll send Cole Wilson to the line to shoot a pair. Cole has been struggling from the line on the year. He's shooting just 66% from the free throw line. That's on 86 attempts, made 57 of them coming into this game. His second finds the bottom of the net, and it's a 4-3 game with 5:15 left here in this first quarter. The Knights kind of backing off that full court defense as Stiglman walks it across. Number 4 is Holton Hill with the basketball. And boy, it is warm up here, Derek. As Riley Stauffer, good anticipation to pick off that pass into the lane. First turnover against Jay County. And the Knights now will try to take a lead. Wilson, nice move to the rack. Can't get it to go. Well, it was an excellent move. Just couldn't quite get it to fall with the left hand. Hauk thought about the 3, thought better of it that early in the set.
Now,
And they'll go ahead.
just making an observation early, I think Norwell's got the upper hand in athleticism this evening, so beating them off the basketball, looks like they're quicker as well. So Norwell's got to use that to their advantage this evening.
Well, certainly has gotten to the rim on several occasions already. There's Stiglman inside, tied up. It'll be a jump ball, and I think it'll be Norwell's basketball. So each team now with 2 turnovers. Good defense there by the Knights. They did a good job of dropping down on the ball. Riley Stauffer, we talked about he and Luke Zetas, the importance of their shooting, as Shively triggers his first 3 and can't get it to go. Hauk quickly the other way will lay it up and in and be fouled on the play. Another good strong move by Jay Hauk. Hauk averaged over 15 points a game last year to go along with 6 rebounds.
Yeah, Hauk's the guy for Jay County. He's going to be the leader this evening and probably doing a lot of the ball handling as well.
Hauk, of course, a senior for Coach Craig, as they're going to bring a little 2-2-1 pressure here on the Knights. The Knights did not have much trouble against Luers' full court defense, but they turn it over here. Their third of the game with 3:33 left in this first quarter. Hauk playing at the elbow right now. He's not afraid to step out and shoot it, although he's probably the biggest guy on the floor. There's a kick out from Hauk to Schlosser, and Schlosser with the 3 ball. That's 6 straight points now for the Patriots. And there's another turnover for the Knights. That was just a poor pass, as a couple of shots at the rim. Schlosser missed. And then Stiglman couldn't get it to go.
The Knights were really fortunate that time. Probably saved Coach McBride a timeout as well.
Yeah, it probably did. As Shively tries to get to the rim, tried to kick it out of there, but his pass was picked off. And the Knights struggling right now with turnovers. I got them for 5 already. 2:32 left in this first quarter.
That has been a concern on and off this season. They really cleaned it up in the middle part. But that issue has resurfaced here late in the season as Riley Stauffer is going to pick up a personal.
Riley just in the wrong place at the right time as the Patriots with several substitutions into the game. Michael Schlechte, number 40, along with Max Mosier. And one more sub out there, number 33, Wyatt Giesemann, also on the floor. Stiglman and Hauk staying out there for Coach Krieg. I don't have a roster, so I'm not quite sure the classes and such for some of these young men. Oh, great pass underneath. Missing this shot was Max Mosier, wide open. That's been an issue already for Jay County. They've missed a number of shots right at the rim, which has kind of negated Norwell's turnover issue. Grant McMichael, by the way, in there for Norwell. As we tick under 2 minutes, that's going to be a foul on Jay County. It'll be their second as a team. And it'll be called on number 40. That's Michael Schlechte. Shively from the corner, and that's a 3-ball for Cody. You don't see him miss 2 in a row very often, and that's a big one for the Knights, Derek. It kind of stemmed the run of Jay County. They had ripped off 6 straight points.
Well, that time the Patriots kind of laid off of him and it gave Shively some time to think about that shot. That's not a guy you want to give time to.
That's for sure, as pounding it inside, Wyatt Giesemann gets to the rim. Absorbs some contact on that shot as well. That's Geiger on the baseline. Puts up the short jumper, no good. And a strong rebound there by Michael Schlechte. Stiglman being guarded by Shively out front. Cody has had some of the more difficult defensive assignments so far for this Norwell squad. Although trying to guard Hauk right now is Grant McMichael. From beyond the arc, it's Cole Stiglman. First 3 he's taken, first 3 he's hit. And the biggest lead of the game right now for Jay County at 9 points with 32 seconds on the clock. Norwell's going to hold it for 1 shot to end this first quarter. It's kind of a big possession here for the Knights. If they can get it to within 6 or 7 to end the quarter, Jay County has really kind of dominated this quarter.
Yeah, they've shot really well from outside. Not so good inside, and that's been beneficial to Norwell.
There's Wilson on the drive. Blocked by Hauk, but they're going to say he was fouled, I think, on the way up. Foul's going to be called on Hauk. That'll be his first, team's third. Wilson will go back to the line. He's already 1 for 2 from there. And gets that one to rattle home. Luke Zettis will check in for the Knights, replacing Riley Stauffer. Just 6 seconds left on the clock in this first quarter. And Wilson now 3 for 4 from the line. That was an important couple of points, I think, for the Knights, Derek, as that's going to be a turnover against Jay County. So Norwell with an opportunity here to score again. 4.9 on the clock. Zettis will key it in. Shively able to get free. The step back 3 rattles around, no good. And that will end the first quarter. That's a tough look for Cody. We're through 1 here at Jay County. We'll take a break. The Knights down by 7. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you: your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care, close to you. Close to you.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Portland. Jay County 15, Norwell 8. As you mentioned, Derek, this could be a lot worse for the Knights at this point, as Jay County has already missed several shots right at the rim. That's Holton Hill handling it. He's back in there for Jay County. Max Mosier stayed in the game. And actually, kick is going to be called. It'll remain Norwell's basketball. Jay Hauk on the bench right now for Jay County. As is Cole Stigelman at the moment. That's a little bit of a surprise. Faking the shot and losing the basketball was Max Mosier. That'll be another turnover on the Patriots, their fourth. That was an odd-looking play.
Yeah, he just lost the handle and then tried to save it in and had already stepped out of bounds before he did so.
Luke Zetas up top with the basketball. No subs out of that quarter break for the Knights. Shively, Geiger, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Grant McMichael.
Yeah, and that's another one of those things where sometimes guys aren't even setting screens, but it has been called the entire season. It's been a big point of emphasis in high school and college alike. And it's being called way too much. Yeah,
essentially what they're saying is you can't move your feet until the guy's passed you one way or the other or stopped. And it doesn't really matter that much if there's any contact or not. Norwell trying to trap up top now as Zetas might have kicked that one. No call. Shively to the rim with his left hand. Not sure who slapped the backboard there, but somebody did. That was interesting. No whistle, and now a foul's going to be called on the Knights.
Well, as much as Cole Wilson has fouled out this year, he's gotten called for some light fouls.
Yeah, he has.
And that's number 2 already, and he'll have to, well, he's going to stay in there right now with 6:51 left in this half. Nope, now he's coming out, being replaced by Stauffer.
Yeah, Riley back in the game. Yeah, foul trouble has certainly been an issue for Cole this year. Looking to see if we had those. Yeah. Cole's been whistled for 62 fouls. Next closest to him, Cody Shively with 52. Trying to drive and traveling was Jason Schlosser. And now the Patriots have 6 turnovers. So a little bit of a sloppy start to the second quarter here. As Jay Hauk, by the way, back in there for the Patriots. Hauk looks to be maybe 6'4", I would say out there. 6'4", 6'5". Zetas tests the water, and he'll bring it back out. Norwell trailing by 5. They scored the first points of this second quarter. That's Geiger on the block, trying to work his way in and gets it up and in with a good shot fake. Will now with 4 points.
Now Norwell's not done a nice job of not getting flustered early and cut this lead all the way down to 3 for the Patriots.
There's Cody Shively with the steal. He'll head it the other way on the break, and it's a 1-point game, and Coach Krieg is going to use a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, Derek, so we'll keep it here. Norwell 2 of 6 in that first quarter, and they are on a 6-point run to start the second.
Yeah, they've played it much better game, especially on the offensive end, really working it inside. Will Geiger, that was a nice offensive possession for Norwell, and then creating a couple steals on the defensive end as well. That last one resulted in a Shively run out in points, and they've got this lead all the way down to 1 point.
Yeah, they've really picked up the defensive pressure as well, kind of gotten away from the full court defense that they were playing, but putting certainly more pressure on in the half court, creating some turnovers. Jay County now with 6 of those. Norwell with 14 fouls, Jay County with 3 as we tick under 6 minutes left in the half. Norwell on a 1-2-2 right now. It's been pretty effective to start this second quarter. Cole Stiglman, by the way, back in there for the Patriots as well. I was really surprised to see him sitting to start the second quarter, as he is the primary ball handler. Stiglman working his way inside, as that's Hauk. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, though, and scores. Well, good work there by Hauk to get it back up and in, but boy, he missed another point-blank shot, as Riley Stauffer is going to be fouled on the floor, I believe. It'll go on Stiglman. That's his first, team's fourth as well. Inside, Geiger. Good job of tipping it out to Shively. Jay County's certainly seen that play on film, and they're defending it well right now. That's twice the Knights have tried to run it and have not been able to get a good look out of it, as Stauffer with the quick three can't get it to go. It's batted out of bounds by Geiger off of Stiglman, and the Knights will retain possession.
Good look for Stauffer that time. Like to see him let that one fly from straightaway range. Yep,
you gotta take the shots if you want to score. Geiger tried to get to the rim, but Hauk pins it against the backboard. Good defense there by Hauk. Quickly the other way, Stiglman, a little floater, makes it a 5-point lead again for Jay County, as they've scored 4 unanswered points. We thought this one would be low scoring. That's certainly the way it's going right now, as Geiger's going to shoot the 15-footer, and that's not his shot. Patriots will head the other way. Cody on top of that, 1-2-2. And tough pass, handled well by Ryan Schlechte. Hill, excuse me. Holton is his first name. A unique first name. And a foul's going to be called on the Knights. Can't remember too many players that I've seen with the first name of Holton. The foul is called on Grant McMichael. That's his second, as Luke Zettis takes a seat. He's replaced by James Smith. James, his first time on the floor this evening. Under 4 minutes left in this second quarter. And Stiglman will leave it for Hill. That's Hauk at the top of the free throw line, and he's going to draw the foul. Good quick move there by Jay Hauk to get to the rim. Grant McMichael's going to pick up his third foul. That's 6 on the Knights, and Grant's going to be replaced by Brandon Nicholson. Hauk good on his first free throw. Well, Grant with a couple of quick fouls there, back to back. Brandon's going to have to stay out there for a while, as Hauk able to add to his point total. I've got him for 9 right now of Jay County's 21 points. And again, more pressure here from the Patriots. That's picked off. It will remain Norwell basketball, though.
Well, they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's obviously Norwell basketball. Trying to save it was Jason Schlosser.
Not sure why Norwell's having problems tonight with the Jay County full court pressure. Really haven't seen that in the entire year. They've seen it several times from other teams, but haven't seen them have problems with it. So something is different in what the Patriots do.
Yeah, it appears that they're really cheating the passing lanes on that second pass. It's not the first pass that's causing Norwell the issues. It's the second, and that's going to be a foul. on Holton Hill. Coach Krieg not happy about it. And from my view, I just happened to see that play, Derek. I think it could have gone on he or Cody Shively. The referee saw it Norwell's way, and Shively's going to have to inbound. Norwell able to get it in time. A little confusion there as to who is going to take the basketball out of bounds. Shively being hounded by Max Mosier. Face guarded all over the floor. Geiger on the baseline. Will's not been able to get on that near low post where he likes to be, is Cody Shively with the nice jumper from the elbow. That makes it a 5-point game again. Will was pretty much able to get to the low block at will against Lures on Tuesday night, I thought.
Yeah, he's done it a couple times tonight already, but Jay County has made some adjustments, and he hasn't had that freedom down low that he did on Tuesday.
That was an interesting game. Anton Berry shooting an underhanded free throw in the middle of the game. I don't know, it was just odd.
Not for a whole lot of particular reason, just to try it out, too.
I guess, which makes no sense whatsoever. Houck gets free inside, and Jay Houck owning this quarter. That's 6 for him in the quarter, 11 now overall. Jay County's lead back to 7. That's where we started this second quarter. They really withstood Norwell's run early and have gotten all of it back, and James Smith travels. That's the Knights' 6th turnover. Smith will sit down. Luke Zettis will come back in for the Knights. 2:08 on the clock. As Stiglman will walk it across half court. Jay County never in a real hurry to push the ball up the floor. Boy, back in the day, Teagle had some extremely talented teams down here, as that should have been traveling on Schlosser. Instead, it's just a turnover. The Knights will head the other way. Stauffer tries to get to the rim, is blocked by Houck. We'll see who they call the foul. If that's on Jay Houck, that's a really tough call, as he got nothing but basketball there. Wow. That's Houck's 2nd foul, team's 6th. That was a tough call, Derek.
Yeah, it was. It looked really like he got nothing but basketball, but Stauffer is going to make him pay as he knocks down the first one. He can draw the Knights back within 5, so as much as Jay County's dominated this first half, Norwell's still hanging around.
Houck takes a seat with that 2nd foul. He's replaced by Michael Schlechte, and Riley doing a good job of knocking down a couple of free throws. Gets that Norwell deficit back to 5. In the middle is Jason Schlosser. He tries to drive, and a foul's going to be called. They're going to say it was on the floor. So Jay County will get it on the baseline.
So I'll actually put him in a 1 and bonus.
Actually, it does put him in the 1 and bonus. The foul was called on Riley Stauffer, his 2nd. Schlosser going to the line for the first time. And Jay County has been perfect from the free throw line so far. Smith checks back in for the Knights, this time for Stauffer. Jay County right now 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Schlosser will try to make it 5, and it worked.
Never fails, does it?
I am able to jinx any team, anywhere, anytime. As Smith wide open for 3, can't get it to go, but there's Brandon Nicholson with the putback. Good position there by Brandon Nicholson. And the Knights now with a 4-point deficit.
I think Brandon's another guy that could step into a role as a scorer, especially as we head into his senior year coming up.
Yeah, now he's going to score a lot of points that way if he can get those offensive rebounds. Not really an outside shooter or driver, as Schlosser doesn't look real comfortable handling the basketball. He's being guarded way up top by Geiger. The pass underneath, and that's got to be a traveling call.
Oh, he's going to call an offensive foul. Well, I saw that as well.
It'll go on Cole Stiglman, his second as well.
Stiglman's a good shooter. Had a couple threes up at Homestead this past Tuesday night.
Hill and Giesemann back in on the floor for Jay County. Norwell can cut it to 1 with a three-pointer. Just 32 seconds left in the half. Oh, and that ball's thrown away. Quickly the other way, trying to slam it was Giesemann. And pretty tough to slam it when you're not above the rim.
But he was not close to the rim.
No. Foul's going to be called on the Knights, though, on the rebound. It'll go on Luke Zetas. That'll be his first foul. Schlechte to the line and can't get it to go. That's Ryan Schlechte. There's 2 Schlechtes on the roster. Stauffer back in, and Riley's got to be careful. He doesn't want to pick up his third foul with just 24 seconds left in the quarter. Schlechte able to make it a 5-point game again. Norwell will try again to hold it for the last shot of the first half. Stauffer being guarded by Schlechte, gets it back to Shively. Shively's being guarded by Holton Hill. Hill giving up a couple of inches to Cody. 2 seconds. Smith tries to drive, gets the shot up. I thought he traveled, Derek.
I did too.
No call, as that will end the first half, and Coach Craig really giving it to one of the officials here near our corner. You can see them in the bottom of your screen. That'll end the first half. Jay County 25, Norwell at 20. We'll take a break here from several sponsors and be back after these words.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Bloomin' Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Bloomin' Boutique.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair, with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings, or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look but old-fashioned integrity.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for three by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Yeah, welcome back to Jay County High School. At halftime, it is the homestanding Patriots 25, the Knights 20. Something we failed to mention prior to going on the air this evening, the freshman Knights won 49-47, and the JV lost 36-33. 2 very tight basketball games taking place before tonight's varsity game. And so far, Greg, despite a 5-point margin, Jay County has handled the Knights.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Derek. I think the Knights are fortunate to only be down 5 at this point. Did you go through the stats already? Okay. Let's do that real quick so the folks can kind of get a recap of the first half, especially for those who might just be joining us. For Jay County here at Portland tonight, they were 9 of 17 from the floor. Overall, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, shooting well from beyond the arc, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. They also committed 7 turnovers as a team, Leading the way in scoring, Jay Haupt, the only player on the floor this evening in double figures with 11. Cole Stiglman had 7 in the first half. Jason Schlosser had 4. Wyatt Giesemann with a field goal, and Ryan Schlechte with a free throw for a total of 25. For your Norwell Knights, they were 7 of 16 in the first half from the floor, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So shooting very well, and they've done that all year, Derek. I mean, they're
just under 71%. That's pretty good.
That's really good for a high school basketball team. As a team, they've committed 6 turnovers. Individually, Cody Shively leading the way. He's 4 of 6 from the field, total of 9 points. And then Will Geiger, a little bit more balance here. Will Geiger had 4 on 2 of 5 shooting. Cole Wilson with 3. Didn't have a field goal. He was 0 for 1. That's kind of a disturbing trend. He's not getting shots, but he was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Did a good job getting to the rim. Riley Stauffer added a pair of free throws. He was 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. And Brandon Nicholson, the only shot he took, he made. That was on a rebound basket, also with 2 points. James Smith also shot a couple of times, didn't get one to go in the first half. And for the Knights, that's a total of 20 points, well under the pace that Sagarin predicted. Derek, you called that.
Yeah. You think about the way Jay County plays, and the reality is they're pretty efficient aside from a few turnovers on offense. So I think the 25-point scoring total for the Patriots here at the half is really not surprising, and I think something we expected. For Norwell here in the second half, they're going to have to figure out a way to continue to get baskets. I think they're doing a sufficient job on the defensive end. If they allow 25 more in the second half, I think they'll have done their job.
Right.
But the problem has been, for 5 games in a row now, it's been the offense not getting to 50 points. They only win in there was East Noble. They beat them 49-48. But after that, they've really not even sniffed 50, and that's a problem.
It is
for this Coach McBride team.
Yeah, that's right. And at this point in the season, teams have seen plenty of film, so they've figured out what's going to stop you. That's why you have to have those multiple weapons that we talked about in pregame.
That's absolutely right. And it was nice to see a couple guys get involved, a couple more guys than normal. But you touched on it. Cole Wilson only taken 1 field goal attempt again in the first half. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You think about, he's a guy that could be a facilitator on offense, and a guy Norwell really needs to step into that role, averaging about 12 points a game. And without him, we talked about how if you only got 3 guys scoring, you got to have them all score a lot every single time.
Cody trying to get to the rim. Good defense there by Jay County to start this second half. Knights will retain possession, however. Yeah, I almost get the sense sometimes. Now, there's a good, strong move by Cole Wilson. That's what we wanted to see, Derek. And he's got his first field goal to cut the Knights' deficit to 3.
Maybe somebody else told him that at halftime.
Very well could be. As Stiglman tries to get to the rim, and I think he just took off too early, is what it looked like from here. Quickly the other way, the Knights 5 on 4, and Riley Stauffer, that cuts the lead to 0 as the Knights tie it up. First 5 points of the second half. Gosh, I like seeing Riley take that shot. Didn't hesitate. Nice move underneath by Stiglman, and a foul's going to be called.
Quicker pace here to start the second half as well.
I think the foul's going to go on... No, it's going to go on Geiger. That'll be his first foul. I thought it might go on Shively. Cole Stiglman will shoot a pair of free throws. Looked good on that one. His first free throw he's taken this evening. The Knights hanging in with these Patriots here on the Patriots' home floor. Stiglman second, also good. And a sub for Jay County. It's 23, Max Mosier back into the game.
It'll be interesting. I saw that Jay County is going to drop down to Class 3A in basketball. They could be a potential sectional opponent as Will Geiger scores at the rim.
Yeah, great pass there by Shively as Geiger just cut in from the weak side, able to hit the layup. Under 7 minutes left here in the third. That's Hill with the basketball. They swing it around to Schlosser. In the corner now, Hauk working on Nicholson, and a foul is going to be called. I think that's going to go on Brandon. Brandon, similar size to Hauk. Yeah, that is on Nicholson. It's his first, team second here in the second half. As into the game for the Patriots is the guy with the basketball. In the corner, that's Spencer Calvert. He actually replaced Stiglman. No, Stiglman's still out there. I'm sorry. That was Hauk on the drive. He's going to pick up the foul. Actually, Calvert came in for Max Mosier. The foul's called on Riley Starfer. That's his third. Hauk remains perfect from the free throw line. He's now 4 of 4. Tight start to this second half, as Hauk doesn't put a lot of air under his shot, but boy, he's accurate with it. Now with 13 points on the game, game's leading scorer so far. Cody's really being defended hard by Holton Hill. Hill chasing him all over the court. Kid's got a motor because he's given up some size to Cody. Geiger stuck underneath. The pass is going to be picked off, and going the other way is Calvert. Can't get it to go, and Nicholson fighting for the rebound. Yeah, it's going to be called for the travel.
Now, I tell you what, Jay County did that one to themselves because he really just kind of sauntered up the floor and then took a big jump stop, and by that time it allowed Norwell to recover on their defense, and it created a tougher shot, and they didn't get it to go.
Calvert didn't look real comfortable on that play. He was struggling with handling the ball, let alone getting the shot up. They'll swing it all the way around to Schlosser. He'll go baseline. Nice move, and able to get to the rim. Schlosser with his 6th point. Makes it a 4-point Jay County lead. Yep, they've got 6 here in this third. Shively on the little curl is going to be fouled. That's going to go on Hill. It'll be his second. Team's first here in the second half. Norwell with 3 so far. Oh, and they're going to say Cody was in the act of shooting, so that might be a break for the Knights as well there.
Yeah,
Derek.
Cody just kind of tossed it up at the end of that foul after he heard the whistle, and official was generous enough to give it to him, but the 84% shooter misses on the first.
Grant McMichael's going to check in for the Knights, replacing Brandon Nicholson. Yeah, Cody's always been a good free throw shooter. And able to make 1 of 2. Nothing but net on that one. The Knights trailed by 5 at halftime. Now down by 3. Stiglman finds Hill. Schlosser in the corner. Trying to post up Hauk on the elbow. But Knights defending it well. A Stiglman shot comes up well short. He'll get it back, though, after the long rebound gathered in by Schlosser. Knights doing a good job on Hauk. Underneath, that was Schlechte with the shot. Couldn't get it to go, and the Knights head the other way. Shively in the wing. There's Stauffer on the cut. Tries to get to the rim, finds Geiger, and Will's going to have to kick it back out. They'll reset the offense. That's Wilson, and can't get the shot to go. Good move, though, by Cole. Patriots head the other way, and they'll slow it down. 4:22 left in this third quarter. Patriots not concerned about piling up points. They want to defend and get a real good shot, and they've gotten a lot of real good shots this evening. They just haven't hit a lot of them. That's Schlosser from distance and not particularly close. It's going to be off of Riley Stauffer's foot. Out of bounds. It'll remain the Patriots' ball. Boy, that wasn't close.
No, that was way too hard and hit the other side of the backboard.
Schlosser has put up 4 shots, hit a couple of them, and that's thrown away.
Wow, Jay County was really sloppy on that possession.
Well, that's the first turnover of the second half on Jay County. As Giesemann returns for Jay County. Norwell can tie it with a 3 ball here. Wilson spins into the lane, lost the ball, but a foul's going to be called. That might go on Stiglman. If it is, it'll be his 3rd. Nope, it's called on Schlosser. That'll be his 1st. Team 2nd here in the second half, and Wilson's going to go to the line. So the Knights getting the benefit of a couple continuation calls here so far in the second half. Cole was 3 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. He's changed his shot a little bit. You can see it's a little bit more off his head. Not able to get that one to go. I know Coach McBride worked with Will Geiger quite a bit on his free throws, and boy, Will's made a huge turnaround in his shooting percentage.
Yeah, he's shooting 77% now.
Yep, and he struggled early on. So he's at one point, he had hit, I believe, 27 free throws in a row.
Yeah.
He's had 158 attempts, excuse me, that's not correct, 70 attempts coming into this basketball game. That's Jay Houck from distance and well short. That's the first field goal attempt Houck's had in the second half.
Norwell's done a nice job the last couple possessions on defense, getting stops. The key now is to score on offense.
Grant McMichael on the floor for the Knights as Cole Wilson able to get to the rim again. That's 5 points for him in this third quarter, and the Knights tie it again. Knights were down 5 at halftime.
Down as many as 9
back. Yep.
in the first half as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's Houck in the corner. Schlosser thought about the 3. He'll drive, try to get it back to Houck, but it's an errant pass. Another turnover on the Patriots. Shively will try to go end to end, and he'll be fouled. If that's on Houck, it's his 3rd. No. It's called on 33 White. Giesemann, his 1st. Checking in for the Patriots, number 40, Michael Schlechte. Grant McMichael in there for the Knights as well. He actually came in on the last dead ball. Shively is being guarded now by Giesemann. That was Stauffer on the miss. Still not a bad shot. I think that's a shot he has to take. Diversifies the offense. Hill, who is not a threat to score at all. He hasn't even taken a shot yet this evening. He's number 4. And I don't think he's planning on taking any shots unless it's a layup at the rim. 2:10 left in this quarter. Trying to drive is Schlechte. Finally gets a shot up. Doesn't go. That's the first shot he's taken on the evening. Not a real good offensive set there for Jay County.
Now again, and that's several possessions in a row.
Shively will drive and get fouled. Norwell really attacking the rim here in this second half.
Yeah, really penetrating and getting fouls, and they're getting the free throw line. That's how they've gotten themselves back into the position they're in.
Gieselman picks up the foul as Shively misses another free throw. Boy, you don't see that too often. Luke Zetis is going to check in for the Knights, replacing Stauffer. 1:53 on the clock here in this third stanza. Cody again 1 for 2, and the Knights have their first lead of the game. 32-31. They really have done a good job of just hanging in there, kind of climbing back into it, taking advantage of the Jay County miscues and misses. Jay County now with 9 turnovers as a team. on the curl. That's Schlosser, and he's going to be fouled. We'll see who gets that foul.
It's going to be on Cole Wilson, I think.
If it is, it's his third. Yep, that's what they call. It's the team's fourth. Well, Cole did a good job of not picking up a foul here in the third quarter prior to that, as Schlosser able to knock down a free throw. Only one timeout called so far. That was by Jay County in the first half. And good job there by Grant McMichael to keep that rebound alive, reaching behind his head. That's Luke Zetas on the wing. Luke has yet to take a shot from the field this evening. As Norwell working against this man-to-man defense. Geiger trying to go baseline. It's off his foot, out of bounds. Jay County will get it back with 1:11 on the clock. And boy, it is warm up here, young man.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned that a while back, and I just don't think you believe me yet because you hadn't been up here for 2 hours.
I guess so. As it takes its toll after a while. Jay County not able to hang on to the basketball. I think it'll be called a jump ball. It'll remain the Patriots' possession. Jay County just not real sharp this evening.
No. Not common for a Patriot team.
And way back in the half court to receive that pass was Max Mosier. He'll give it up to the guards as Jay Houck not in there right now. That's Schlosser. The short jumper doesn't go. The Knights will head the other way with a chance to get a lead back before the end of the third. The step back jumper by Shively gives the Knights the lead. And the Knights have really picked up the scoring pace here. Well, they've got 12 in the third quarter.
Actually puts them at 14.
14, you're right. They had 20 at half. Yeah, those math skills tend to deteriorate over time. Jay County is going to be content to hold it for one shot, and Shively creates the turnover. Good defense by Cody with 6 seconds. The Knights with a chance to build on their lead. Shively, a long three, no good. Geiger couldn't get the putback to go. Boy, great timing on that offensive rebound attempt.
That would have counted.
It sure would have. That will end the third quarter. The Knights up by a pair here in Portland. We'll take a break and be back after these words.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com. Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit laurensbodyshop.com.
Welcome back to Portland. And Derek, Jay County only had one field goal in that third quarter.
Yeah, a couple of free throws, and that gave him 7 points in the quarter. But Norwell, I thought, really played a nice third quarter, and sometimes that's the quarter that gets them. It has the entire season. They've taken leads into halftime and kind of squandered them in the third quarter, couldn't recover in the fourth. But right there, it's the exact opposite, and they take a 2-point advantage into the final quarter.
Norwell with the basketball, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Shively. Good defense there by Holton Hill. He got his feet set, squared up. That was, you got to take your hat off to Holton Hill. He did a good job there. So Jay County trying to retake the lead. They have led most of the way in this one. It really felt like they were in control in that first half, but they didn't take advantage and pull away. let the Knights get back in it, and now they trail by a couple of points. Jay Houck back in there, and Cole Wilson being very active defensively. Hill dribbles into the corner for some reason. That's Schlechte giving it up.
Boy, the Knights have really cranked up the defensive intensity.
They are really getting after the basketball. Schlechte on the turnaround jumper. Good defense by Shively. And the Knights will head the other way. Norwell trying to build on a 2-point lead. Wilson, who's had a pretty good second half. Cole with 5 points so far. Total of 8 overall. That's kicked out of bounds and it'll remain Norwell's ball. Riley Stauffer checks back in. He'll replace Zetas. Shively will key it in. And they don't try to run that play that they've run. It hasn't worked tonight against the Patriots. They've defended it very well. Shively for 3, no good. Rebound to Schlechte. He'll wait for his offense as Jay Houck gives it up. Stiegelman up top. And the Patriots very patient. Houck with the turnaround, off the rim, no good. And Shively able to corral the rebound. A timeout's going to be called by Coach McBride just to retain possession of the basketball. Well, neither team having scored here so far in the fourth quarter. We're almost 2 minutes in. 6:11 on the clock. Both teams now have used a timeout.
Norwell has not allowed Jay County to have an easy look the entire second half.
No, their defense has been really stingy.
Yeah. That's something they've rallied around the entire year, and that's how they're winning basketball games. That's pretty much where all 11 of their wins have come from. They've at least had a big part on the defensive end, and they're continuing that trend this evening. They'll have the basketball coming out of this timeout, and they'll have to go the entire length.
They've done a good job of coming out of the locker room playing better defense than they did in the first half each of the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, and they rebounded better as well at Lures on Tuesday.
Oh, significantly.
Just getting after the basketball. It's just alertness and effort, and they've done a much better job in the second half in the last few games.
Shively really having to work hard to get free. On the drive, knocked out of his hands. He will retain possession of the basketball as it looks like Giesemann and Schlosser will check back in for the Patriots.
This could be a big loss as Houck is still rolling around on the floor. He's going to have to take a seat, and it looks like he's going to require some attending to.
Well, while he is attended to, we'll take a break. Hear from Ossian Hardware and be right back. Your Knights up by 2 here in Portland.
Ossian Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Ossian Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Well, Jay Houck able to get to his feet, as you can see, but he's not putting a ton of weight on that left side. I don't know if he came down on somebody's foot, maybe, twisted an ankle. But they're going to try to get him fixed up, I'm sure, and back on the floor. Their number 1 scoring option now on the bench is Giesemann in there. Yeah, you're right, Derek. That would be a significant loss. Houck with 13 points on the evening. Inside, that's Cole Wilson. Nice little shot fake there by Cole. And Wilson now with 10 points, I think. Yep. 7 here in the second half. That's Schlosser forcing it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Hill, who gets a shot up, and he's going to be fouled on the rebound. Kind of a tough break there for the Knights, as Holton Hill would normally never throw up a shot. He's going to go to the line to shoot a pair as Cody Shively picks up his first foul.
Norwell really
second foul, excuse me.
Forced another difficult shot and an all-around difficult possession. They have not had a lot of freedom on offense to move the basketball. Norwell's really attacking the ball and doing a nice job all around. It's a good defensive effort here in the third and fourth quarters.
You know, you forget about what a good job Cody Shively does on the boards. Over 100 rebounds coming into this basketball game. That's a 5-rebound-a-game average as Geiger's pass bounces out of bounds. It'll remain Norwell's ball.
Yeah, he's the second best rebounder on the team as far as average.
Geiger leading the way at 8.6 coming into this one.
Yeah, that's taken a little bit of a tumble after almost averaging a double-double for several games.
Yeah. Well, it's tough as a freshman, and once they get some film on you, they start figuring out what your strengths and weaknesses are. Wilson into the lane. Another tough shot by Cole Wilson goes. And I think he might have been talked to at halftime, Derek. As the Knights now with their biggest lead of the game, 5 points. Under 5 minutes to go. And I'll tell you what, against a Jay County team with now its leading scorer on the bench, as well as the fact that they don't play a quick pace at all, you get up 7-9 points on this squad, it makes it tough for them to come back. As Coach Craig will use another timeout. Jay County will keep the basketball. It's another 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 4:27 to go. And a really strong second half for the Knights. Jay County's only scored 8 points in, what is that, 11 and a half minutes of play here in the second half?
More than that.
Well, 8 plus 3.5 would be 11 and a half. So I had to do the math in my head. But they've only scored 8 points. I mean,
they haven't even gotten a good shot. I mean, the only one that went in was a difficult shot, and it was forced.
Yeah.
And the rest have been from the line.
And
I mean, Norwell's done a great job here in the second half.
And of those 8 points, 6 of them from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So Norwell really defending, and they don't really have anybody in a ton of foul trouble. They got Stauffer, Wilson, and McMichael with 3, so.
The next one does put Jay County in the bonus, so for the remainder.
Yeah, Norwell with 16 fouls, Jay County with 4. Holton Hill swings it around for the Patriots, and Jay Houck not on the bench. I'm sure he went in to get some help for that ankle or knee or whatever it was that he tweaked. Giesemann now holding the ball. Jay County just looks lost on offense right now. Norwell trapping all over the floor. There's an errant pass, and able to save it is Stiglman. Now on the drive, the give to Hill, and Hill is going to travel. Yeah, good call by the outside official. 4th turnover of the second half for Jay County.
That was coming out of a timeout, too. The Patriots are just completely out of sorts on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, without their leading scorer in there, and the Knights throw it away. They're going to call a foul on
that's
Will Geiger.
It's a good call, and it is going to put Jay County at the free throw line, and that's something you really don't want to do if you're Norwell, considering how well you've played defense here in the second half, and I think if it comes down to it, you can certainly trust the defense to get the stop they need.
Jay County 10 of 14 from the line to this point. Hill 1 of 2 so far. He'll have 1 plus a bonus opportunity as he gets that one to rattle home. He doesn't look real comfortable shooting the basketball, but boy, he's done a great job defensively on Cody Shively. And Hill 3 for 4 now from the line, makes it a 3-point game.
Norwell really needs to be patient on this possession.
And Cody's had 13 points this evening, but he has really had to work for him, mostly being guarded by Holton Hill. Cody with the basketball and the double team. Both teams now trapping out of their defenses.
Yeah, Norwell's really going to have to move the ball well.
Geiger doing a good job of going up and getting that basketball. Scores his 8th point. Norwell the first to 40. Wouldn't have guessed that at halftime. Under 3 minutes left. Schlosser weaving his way through the defense, and Shively just took it right out of his hands. He'll head the other way on the break and score. Cody now with 15, and Norwell with a 7-point lead.
That's going to make it really difficult on Jay County. 3 possessions in the last 2.5 minutes, and as bad as they've looked on offense in the second half, that might be insurmountable.
Yeah, they continue to go to the short corner, and they continue to make turnovers as Cole Wilson turns it right back. That's going to be a foul on the Knights. Well, Cole did a great job of stepping into the lane, and Coach McBride talking to him about that particular play. Foul called on Will Geiger. That'll be 3 on Will, so now the Knights with 4 players with 3 fouls. Stiglman to shoot 1 in bonus here.
Hauk has returned to the bench. Not sure if he'll get in again. And Jay County is absolutely staying in this basketball game with free throws in the second half. It still only got them for 1 field goal make, right?
Yeah, that's right. They made 1 early on in the third quarter. They've scored their other 9 points all at the free throw line, and Jay Hauk will re-enter to cheers from the Jay County student section. Wasn't moving too quickly, though, when he came off the bench.
Yeah.
Stiglman good on both free throws.
I'm not sure how healthy he really is.
Well, he's toward the back of that 2-2-1 press. Wilson able to stay in bounds. Nope, he stepped on the line. I knew he was awfully close. McMichael had the right idea in getting it to him. It was just a little bit too much of a lead on that pass. So Jay County with a chance to cut it to as little as a 2-point Norwell lead. They trail by 5. And their offense has just become non-existent here in the second half. Norwell's turned up the defensive pressure, no doubt. Hauk on the baseline. Cut off nicely by Geiger as Schlosser can't get his 3 attempt to go. McMichael with a good rebound. Grant McMichael's giving Coach McBride some real quality minutes here in this second half. Nicholson has not been out there. Stauffer looks to the elbow. That's Geiger. The Knights being patient.
Yeah, they really don't need to take another shot.
Stauffer not able to break the pressure. Shively puts some heat on Schlechte, but Schlechte able to convert. It's a 3-point game, and Coach McBride wants a timeout. We'll take it along with Coach and be back after these words from our sponsors.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you: your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care, close to you. Close to you.
Welcome back to Portland. The Knights up by 3, a little under a minute and a half to go. And Derek, you mentioned it. That was the first field goal for Jay County in close to 14 minutes of play.
Unbelievable. But Norwell has to take care of the basketball on offense. When you're trying to close out a game, especially low possession game, you got to take care of the basketball. Jay County's still 3 fouls away from the bonus here, so they're going to have to foul several times. And so that's going to create several opportunities to get turnovers as well. Norwell's going to have to be careful.
They did a good job against Lure's press on Tuesday night. Boy, I would have liked seeing that pass go to the middle there. Now they get it to Geiger in the middle. In the corner, that's Wilson. Jay County trying to trap all over the floor. Wilson goes baseline and is fouled on the play. Stiglman thought he got all ball, and I didn't see a lot of contact from here either, Derek.
No, he did not get it up to the rim, and that's going to be a really nice break for Norwell as they can stretch this back to a 2-possession game.
Wilson to the line to shoot 2. Cole has been there frequently this evening. This is his 7th and 8th attempts. He's hit 4 of them so far, make it 5. And the Knights lead back to 4. Just a minute left. And Jay County does have Hopback out there. In fact, he gives up the ball there on the wing. But really not much of a three-point threat anywhere on the floor for Jay County. It's going to be off Norwell and out of bounds. As on the evening now, Jay County just 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. Now Norwell, not a whole lot. In fact, they're 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. So not a lot of threes being shot this evening. But in a low possession contest like this, Coach McBride wanting to attack the rim. 40 seconds left. Cody Shively really working hard up top. Schlosser throws up a prayer. It doesn't go as he was out of control, and a foul's going to be called on the Patriots. They're going to have to foul all the way here. They've still got one more. That was the last foul they have to give, actually, as it's called on Ryan Schlechte, his second, team 6th.
Yeah, that possession was reminiscent of the entire half of Jay County on offense.
Yeah, they just did not get a good shot as Gieselman's going to check back in. Coach McBride's going to take his third timeout. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. 32.8 on the clock, Derek. If Norwell can take care of the basketball and knock down a couple free throws, this would be a big road win for them.
Yeah, and would give them some momentum going into tomorrow night's tough game against Woodland, and then another winnable game against Concordia. Really build a nice head of steam before a very good Homestead team. Now, we've seen them play good against, play well against a couple of SAC teams already this year. They've limited them. They've made them play their style of basketball. So, Norwell is able to do that. Hopefully, could give Homestead a challenge before they find out who they play in sectional coming up in 2 weeks.
Norwell trying to win their 12th game of the year this evening. It's 11-9 coming in.
Yeah, haven't won in February.
Yep, that's right. And a quick foul as they fouled the wrong guy there. That was Gieselman committing his third. Will Geiger's going to go to the line to shoot 1 in bonus, as that is the 7th team foul.
Yeah, I don't think
Gieselman
was actually trying to foul him right there.
Yeah, I don't think he was either.
He kind of looked at the official funny, and you think Coach Krieg probably doesn't want to foul Will Geiger in this situation. 77%. And he's been really clutch all year. He's made some big free throws as a freshman.
Yeah, he has. Hauk back on the floor for the Patriots. Also checking in for the Knights, Riley Stauffer. And Will knocks down the first. Still, he can't get it beyond a 2-possession game, but with 31.7, Jay County's going to have to rush it.
Yeah, and they're probably going to have to shoot the 3 ball at some point, now being down 6 points, and they haven't done it all night long.
Holton Hill's going to bring it up. I'm a little surprised at that. Well, they're setting picks all over the floor for Stiglman. Good defense there by the Knights, 23 seconds. Stiglman's going to launch the 3. It's partially blocked by Cole Wilson. And a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, this team is just not built for a comeback.
No.
I mean, even getting down 6 points is just too much for this team. And pretty much a free throw here. If Geiger's able to knock down his first one, that'll probably seal the deal.
Well, I knew Jay County was down a little bit this year, as they really weren't in the ACAC conference hunt toward the end at all, as Geiger able to knock down another free throw. That'll just about do it for the Knights. Now it's a 3-possession game, just 17.5 on the clock. Solid road win for this squad. As Geiger's second also good. Will now with 12 points, 14 seconds. That's Schlosser, well short as Stauffer corrals the rebound. 7 seconds. Shively will work his way up court, and that'll do it. Cody hands it over the official as the buzzer sounds, and Norwell with a big 8-point win on the road at Jay County this evening. We'll try to figure out when the last time was that the Knights won here at Jay County High School. We'll take a break, though, hear from a few sponsors, and be back with your post-game show after these words.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Bloomin' Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Bloomin' Boutique.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Yeah, welcome back to Jay County. We're wrapping things up here on the road. Norwell comes away with a big 47-39 non-conference victory. It's their first win. It's actually 2 wins in a row now here at Jay County. They won back in 2015. 40-36 in another low-scoring game. But prior to that, it had been 2007 when Doug Hicks was still the coach here at Norwell. The last time Norwell won here. So we talked about how it's a very difficult place to win, and now Coach Mike McBride has 2 wins at difficult places. DeKalb early in the year,
right,
and now Jay County as well.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll get a headset on Coach. And Coach, you got to be sweating after this one. I don't know how it is down there, but it is warm up here.
It's hot in here, and I didn't even take my jacket off tonight. So, what
great win.
I think so too. I think, boys, Houck a handful.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
strong kid.
When we were in our man-to-man, we just had issues trying to keep him in front of us and keep 5 in front of us, and it just ended up being a very good matchup for us with Nicholson.
Yeah.
And McMichael helped us out a lot. Now, I think we went to the 2-3 zone. I think they coming in, we had them shooting pretty low 20s from 3 in the games we had scouted.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have they hit 2 in the first half.
I had them 2 of 10. So.
And we talked coming in that we might use some zone. And we went to it. The biggest thing was, though, we talked at halftime was we had to make the adjustment. I kept telling our guys, look at the names on the board. Look at the numbers on the board. It's 5 and 20.
Yeah.
Quit worrying about that 4 out there.
Yep.
And find where 20 is. And Riley Stauffer did a lot better job second half of dropping down there and trying to clog up that. And then I just thought we did a nice job. Cole Wilson came to play tonight, and that was big for us because we needed him. And so I'm real pleased with that. And so just a good team win for us tonight. I don't know our scoring, but
well, you had from my scorebook, which you never know, but I had you with 3 guys in double figures, which we talked about that a lot in the pregame, getting a little bit more balance. 15 for Shively, 13 for Wilson, and 12 for Geiger. And then you had Soffer kick in with 5 points tonight. That was really encouraging.
And that is a key. We need him to knock down a 3 or 2, and and we need our big 3 to play big, and they did. And I mean, this is a good team. I mean, Schlosser and Hauk are a handful. They really are, and we were fortunate enough to be able to come on the road here and win tonight. I feel real good about that. And plus, we had lost 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And I get we've been playing good people, but everybody we play is good. So
yeah. Well, I thought the defensive adjustment you made at halftime was really the key. You talked about going to the zone, and really, I'll tell you, Jay County looked lost in the second half. Only 2 field goals in the second half.
Yeah, I thought, and if we would have, and I think we could have even stretched it a little more if we just would have taken a little better care of the ball there late.
Right.
We had a little stretch there where we had a couple turns in a row. If we just handled that, and some of it was we just weren't quite in. We didn't have guys getting right in the right spots. Like, we thought we could have cut our guy to the basket and thrown the diagonal for a layup, and we never got it once. And again, that's something which we got to work on. We haven't seen the 1-3-1 for a while, so I mean, it was a little different than Lures. And I just thought we came out real timid. I mean, I didn't think we came out as aggressive as I wanted to. We got down 10-3, and but fortunately for us, we were able to bounce it back. And I agree. I thought defensively second half we were really good, and the zone was, I think, a big key to that.
Yeah, I think so too. And again, big props to Cody Shively. Hill was all over him all night, still able to get 15 points. That's a great job by the senior.
You know what Cody has done this year, and I didn't have a lot of time to watch him. I was able to watch a few games last year online after I got the job, and then I was able to watch him through the summer. What he has done this year, and we've tried to talk to him about this, he has become a much more complete player. Whereas in years, I think last year and even in the summer, he was just a guy that was going to stand out there and shoot threes. And now he's a more complete player. We really worked hard the other day in practice on curling, and you saw him curl down the lane tonight and get fouled. And I think there's things that we're making adjustments as we go as to how we're being guarded, and our kids are making adjustments to that as well. So his leadership has been outstanding. I mean, and I think the other thing I want to say about him is, here's a kid that was foul prone a lot a year ago,
right?
And even early in the year, and since January's been here.
Oh, he's cleaned it up tremendously.
I'm afraid to say anything because we got 3 more games in section. But anyway, I'll knock on the wood there. But I think that I just think that he has learned how to play.
Yeah.
He's learned how to adjust. And he's matured, and he has really just bought into what we've tried to ask him to do. And again, it's a grind it out. I know it is. We wanted to try to pressure him, put a little pressure on him early, but boy, they kind of shredded us early a little bit and got to the rim. And then I think after I saw Hauk go to the rim a couple times, I was like, okay, we might want to figure this out here because we want to get out of here with a W and not get beat 60 to 58 or something like that. But I didn't think they shot the ball very well on our scout, and sure enough, that kind of played. And they didn't really even want to shoot it out there. If you watch them, they did not want to take the 3.
Very hesitant.
And so I thought that was to our advantage, and that worked out well for us.
Yeah, just the second win here for Norwell since 2007.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay. Well,
great job, Coach.
Everybody told me, "Oh, good luck trying to win there."
It's a tough place to win.
I learned now, and first time ever for me in this gym. So, hey, we're excited. We got off that 4-game skid a little bit. We got Woodland at home tomorrow night. We're looking forward to that. Coming back, getting after it. They are very athletic, and that's going to be, I think, you're going to see a little bit different pace to the game there. It's going to be a little bit more like I think what Lures try to do, and so hopefully we can attack their pressure and handle it. We'll spend some time working on that tomorrow. But we're excited to go play tomorrow night, and we can't wait for the draw on Sunday, and that's going to be a fun time.
It'll be a lot of fun. Coach, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you. Thanks care. Appreciate you guys. Take care.
Appreciate it. Head coach Mike McBride joining us here in the elevated and extremely warm press area.
I'm not sure what the issue is up here tonight.
Well, it's probably because of the fact it's 60 degrees outside in February, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it.
Hot air rises, and that's high up tonight.
True as well. Let's go through some stats for Jay County. They suffer their 10th loss, I believe. We'll just double check. Yeah, they fall to 9th loss. So they fall to 12-9 on the season. As a team, they were 11 of 35 from the field, just 2 of 10 from beyond the arc. That's a key number for tonight. 14 of 18 from the free throw line. Statistically, these numbers are pretty close for each squad. Norwell just came out with more points. As a team, Jay County also turned it over 13 times. They were led in scoring by Jay Hauk, who spent a few minutes on the bench in that fourth quarter with some kind of a lower leg issue, but he came back out and played and looked okay. Joining him in double figures was Cole Stigelman with 11. Jason Schlosser had 7, and then Holton Hill and Ryan Schlechte each with 3. Wyatt Giesemann with a basket as well for a total of 39. They just did not look comfortable in their offense tonight.
No, they didn't, and especially in the second half,
yep,
when Norwell really started playing good defense. In the first half, I think Norwell was about a step behind on a lot of things,
yep, and
they really cleaned that up in the second half, forced them to do what they really didn't like to do, and that was shoot from outside.
Right.
So really, a lot of credit goes to Norwell's defense tonight.
Yeah, and Coach McBride for making that defensive adjustment. I thought that was really the key to the game. For your Knights, they were 16 of 32 from the floor and even 50%, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc, and then 13 of 18 from the free throw line. So a lot of really similar numbers for these teams. They also committed 12 turnovers. Just real, from beyond the arc, at the free throw line, number of turnovers, but Norwell made the shots when they had to and came out quick in that third quarter, which was big as well. The Knights individually were led in scoring by Cody Shively with 15. They had 3 guys in double figures. Cole Wilson had 13, with 10 of those in the second half. After taking just 1 field goal attempt in the first half and missing it, Cole was 4 of 5 in the second half. Really a different player in the second half of this game, and individually, he was probably the difference in this one for the Knights tonight in that second half. And then also in double figures, Will Geiger ended up with 12. He was 4 of 8 from the field and 4 of 4 from the free throw line, so he raises that free throw percentage now with a total of 226 points here in his freshman year. Also chipping in with 5, we talked about him, Riley Stauffer, 1 for 3 from beyond the arc and a couple of free throws. And then Brandon Nicholson, 1 of 1 from the field for 2 points to account for Norwell's 47. A big win, Derek, for the Knights here on the road.
Yeah, it sure was, and still battling that cold a little bit.
Yeah, I know, Yarn. We didn't have any water this evening either.
Yeah, well, we're on the road.
Yep.
Can't expect anything, so. But, yeah, I really think it's an absolute quality win for Norwell tonight, and we'll see if that momentum carries over a little bit into tomorrow's matchup with Woodland. It's going to be a different basketball game tomorrow. Woodland's going to want to push the pace a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're a lot more athletic than this Jay County team. It's a little surprised by the lack of athleticism by the Patriots. So we expect a different game tomorrow. And then I think Tuesday's game and Friday's game are probably going to be a little faster pace as well, with 2 teams coming out of the SAC.
Yep.
So you can expect that, but that's really good for your last 3 games going into the tournament.
Absolutely. They need to see that, especially with Lures in the same section. So
yep.
That'll do it for here from Portland, except for one thing we got to do. I read your invisible ink. We got to name a player of the game. Who are you thinking, Derek?
I'm making my case for the junior, and that's Cole Wilson. In the second half, especially late in the third, early in the fourth, he really did a nice job of finally attacking the basket, and that's what we've wanted to see here for the last couple of games.
Right.
He just kind of looked a little bit timid. I'm really not sure what it was, but whatever it was, he kind of booted that out in the second half and took it to the basket. We saw him do that a lot early in the year, and it's nice to see him get back to that. Shot a good percentage from the floor. Got a couple spin moves in the lane and really just kind of overpowered some of these Patriots inside and ended up with 13 points, which is just right around his average. But it was quiet 13, but it stood out a little bit just because the fact that he hasn't taken very many shot attempts in the last couple of games.
Yeah, absolutely. And that the reality is, it was an 8-point game for the Knights at the end. So they might have been able to, cover the 10 that Cole gave them in the second half, maybe half of them, and still hung on to win. But he was the igniter in the second half. I mean, he went to the rim right off the chute coming out of the locker room, shot 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and I'm with you, Derek. I think Cole just now he's got to put 2 halves together.
Yep.
And he's done that. We've seen him do that. He's got to stay out of foul trouble and put those kind of offensive halves together, and that would bode well for the Knights going into the postseason with 3 guys, as a threat to score double figures every night.
Yeah, and he's more than capable of doing that. So
he is.
We expect big things out of him. This team is continually getting better. I thought they played a really nice second half. So really, 5 out of their last 6 halves have been really good halves.
Yeah, they have.
And against 3 pretty good teams, I think this is the team that they should have beat, and they did. And it's a very difficult place to win, but I think Norwell's a better team as we come away from this one, especially with the fact that Jay County was just completely nowhere where they needed to be on offense.
Befuddled in the second half.
Completely lost.
The Knights move to 12-9 on the season. We'll be back with you tomorrow night from the Castle. If you can't get out to the gym, or you just want to sit in your backyard and enjoy 65-degree weather, you can still join us online tomorrow night. We'll have it for you. One more time here from Portland. The final, Norwell 47, Jay County 39 for Derek Decker. This is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.